Hi everybody, it's time for our Wednesday comment reading review video. I got 3 comments for every video last week, so a whole spread of 21 comments to review and react to and maybe learn something from or provide analysis. Let's get the party rolling, and if you want to, be in this video, leave a comment and you might get in on a YouTube video. Yeah. Alright. DeviaCon. We start with the Adventure Time Card War video that I uploaded on Sunday. It's nice to see some content bringing awareness to this game. It's a fun game, doesn't take itself too seriously. He's right. It is not a serious card game. I do think it's one of the more skill-based card games of all time, but at the same time, it's just funny. It's just really funny. Like, the art is funny, the mechanics are funny, the card art is funny. Like, it's just a funny game. It's always fun. I enjoy it. I think I enjoy playing it more than Digimon. I test all my Digimon decks ahead of time, and like sometimes it feels like a chore, but it never feels like a chore to play Card Wars. So that's cool. SGT Roby Man, this is a real game. It is a real game, and in fact, there is a Adventure Time Card Wars Kickstarter. Spelled that wrong, but they're even doing another Kickstarter coming soon. I'm recording this on the 26th. I think it goes live the 28th or something, I think. Maybe. There's another one. Or something. More Card Wars coming soon. Is this the one? Yeah, notify me on launch. I think that it's soon. Coming soon to Kickstarter. But anyway, yeah. There's more cards coming out. So it is, in fact, a really real game. And I enjoy it. And then just Floop the Pig from Cyber Dragoon. Indeed, you can just floop the pig in this game. Like, who can't enjoy that? It's always a good time to floop the pig. All right, Edward Mendez, Marker Watch. At this time, you have me waiting all morning. Yeah, the rule is any time during the day the video could go up. It could be at 10 a.m. It could be at 12. It could be at 10 at night, like the Saturday Marker Watch I just did. Sometimes my life is busy, so it happens. But, yeah. We try for mornings or early afternoons. Sometimes it just doesn't work out, though. Shelby Raman, BT15 Phoenixmon champion card is 160. I will stand corrected. I thought the only expensive card in the bird deck was lottery card Garudamon Ace. It does turn out that there was a BT15 Phoenixmon champion stamp. In fact, I'll show you guys which one it is. Where are you? Participant, finalist, I'm blind. Champion. This card here. Yes, this does exist, and you do play this card in the deck. Like, a few copies of it. Like 2, like 3. So, yeah, you do need a little bit of that. So, I stand corrected. A little more expensive than I thought to build the bird deck max rarity, but it's only getting more expensive, to be fair. Even since uploading the video on the Marker Watch, like Saturday, it's even gotten up from now. Like, it keeps going up in price. It's crazy. DigiDread. One off getting my SP Syndromon for a full playset. I hustle is real, but I'm a puppet believer. You should be. And as long as Liberator gets support, as long as Liberator exists, it'll come. I'm fully expecting Syndromon Ace in BT21 because we got the Flogomon Ace in BT20 and Heavy Ace in BT20. Like, Syndromon Ace has to be coming, right? So I'm fully believing it. Puppets are going to get good really soon. Huge M. Clark Towel. I don't play beyond a local store level. I can live without secret rare staples. The problem is overpriced super rares and promos to make a deck work, which is true. Like, imagine trying to play your what is now currently tier 3 red purple imperial deck and having to pay $50 a Shadramon. Like, should you have to do that? I don't think so. Or the people that wanted to play all force all that time and didn't want to spend $40-50 on arenas for a casual deck. Like, that's just, it shouldn't exist. But it's Bandai's card printing policy, and the secondary market takes advantage of that, which is why it exists in the first place. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is, and that's just the way Bandai made the game. It will be more expensive sometimes to play your tier 3 fun decks than your tier 1 competitive decks. And that's just the way Bandai wants it to be. Kaz, You right, and I expect to see Medieval Gallantmon in most decks that can squeeze it in. Absolutely. To give more context to this comment, though, Benjamin Wiseman thinks I'm wrong. Here's the thing. You mentioned Death Xmon in this video, and Death Xmon is simply the more useful generic staple. If you have room in your deck for Medieval Gallantmon, then you have room for Death X, and Death Xmon is better. You see, I know this guy watches my YouTube videos, and I'm not going to hold back. The comments that explain why you think a certain way are very appreciated. See, this guy here, the reply, he goes into like a little bit of mini essay as to why Medieval Gallantmon is better. Worst case, it's situational. This is just nothing. This is just nothing. It is nothing. Give me an opinion why. I will give you my opinions besides the video. Just real quick, why Medieval Gallantmon is better than Death Xmon. Always cheaper, much more flexible in a variety of decks, much more meta dependent right now is Medieval Gallantmon, based on what the meta is currently trying to do, which is playing things and doing stuff. Death X here, you unplay it, its usefulness is over. You can play around the secondary part. You can. You can do it. You can't really play around Medieval Gallantmon, sort of. It's harder to play around, and it's a lot more antagonizing. Your opponent has a Medieval Gallantmon in front of you. If you're playing a deck that requires you playing things, you gotta think to yourself, what the fuck am I supposed to do against that? And you have to be a little more creative. Where at Death X, you just might not care. You know, Death Xmon only activates on play, and Gallantmon Medieval is every turn potentially. That's pretty annoying. That's pretty scary. Not to mention as keywords like Alliance and Vortex. You know, those aren't just words for decoration. They do things. I don't know if you knew this, but Alliance gives you Sec +1, and Vortex does attacky thingies. Death Xmon's got nothing like that. Sure, Death Xmon might have a higher stat total, 15,000 DP, but right now, that's pretty well inconsequential, especially when you have Alliance. So that's why Medieval Gallantmon is better. But if you still think I'm wrong, Mr. Benjamin Wiseman, please explain why you think I'm wrong. I am willing to go, it depends on the format. I'm willing to accept, but you gotta tell me why. You can't just say it's better. No. Give me substance. Give me something to work with. Don't just be a lame person. I had nothing else to say. I thought I had a cool thing in my head, but I did not. Just kind of came out like that. Justin, so Digimon podcast when? I'll tell you. So right now, I'm in a very busy time of year with tax season. I'm very busy. I don't have time right now to finagle anything else. Right now, when that's over, I'm waiting to see if Digimon becomes in a place where I deem good. Because I'm going to be real with you. It's not that much of a time commitment to make seven videos a week. And even that I struggle with sometimes. I would have to allocate a lot more time and resources to do podcasts 5 days a week like how I want to do it. And that's effectively going to be anywhere from 25 to 30 YouTube videos a week compiled into 5 podcasts. That's a lot more time I have to invest. And I don't have that time right now. And I'm not going to spend that time if I feel like Bandai is just giving the game shit. You know what I mean? So, I want it to happen. It's something that I want to do. Like, I want to do it because I want to do it, not because I feel like I need to do it. It's something I genuinely want to at least try to do. So, I will do my best to try it and do it. But it's got to wait till at least May, and then when May comes, I have to sit and I have to say to myself, is it worth it? Is the juice worth the squeeze? And we'll find out. You'll know when I know. Trust me. Quartzman. I'm so glad that I hung on to my Secret Greymon cards. I remember thinking this has so much potential, and I could not understand why they were so cheap. I get not super meta relevant, but I see potential to be cracked one day. Quartzman is correct. It's a Greymon. And I've been saying that for a while. You know, Greymon. It's just bound. The joke is it's the Greymon trading card game. Now, not so much, but like, you give us a white generic Greymon that works with almost anything, that can be flexible in almost any situation. Yeah, like, come on. It could be a staple in any Greymon deck literally ever from this point on until it gets power crept. Like, the card is just that good. Christian Garcia, Mario, totally random, but also the Paildramon foil has been going through a lot of movement. Started off at $8.99, went through buyout, came at like 13, 15-ish dollars, went through yet another buyout, once again it's popped up to 40. Crazy. That is crazy. I thought I'd include that just to like share the knowledge, but yeah, crazy stuff. Blake Gosi. This will be small in comparison to the return of our king Razanmon. It's been 1,062 days since the last Razanmon was printed. I thought I would share that update with you because it was shared with me. There you go. It's been quite a while since we got a Razanmon card. Boris the Goose. The Rapidmon Ace actually helps the deck a good bit. The extra 4k DP is massive for using MedievalGallantmon Ace offensively, so you don't risk it dying when attacking. It's searchable in the deck off Terriermon. At first I didn't care for it, but upon more reading it seems pretty solid. The only thing I wish it had was alternative Digimon to the Terriermon. That would be probably way too strong. I think that if it could evolve on Terriermon, the card would be playable. Good. It's semi-playable as it stands for the reason explained, though I never worried about Mega Gargomon dying in security. You know, you have things like the Golden Rapidmon that make your opponent's security weaker anyway. Like, in the format that we're living in right now, it's very unlikely it's going to die in security anyway. But, you know, I get it. I'm sure I'll try it, and maybe I'll like it. I don't know. I haven't got that far yet. Kel and Duoval. For any Marvel Rivals fans, Mario is the Rocket Raccoon for the Digimon TCG YouTubers. Always there, and while abrasive means well enough. Thank you. I appreciate that. That's very nice. Robin Hood. I know how it feels. I heard something on November 9th before the strike, not Digimon, and still haven't received it. It's just crazy. You know, that video I uploaded with the Canada Post situation and shipping and all that didn't get a lot of views. It probably should have, but it's just, I understand the people in the United States, which is the majority of my viewers, don't really care about this. You know, I do. I care. It's annoying. Like, it's a good thing I'm making money in other venues right now because, man, oh man, I'd be shitting myself right now if this was my sole livelihood. Oh my god, it's getting bad. Jose Palacios says the majority of problems are caused by groups refusing to pay for tracking. I understand that might be expensive, but it's a safer way to ship them. I agree with that. I really do. Tracking, if you want something to arrive, just get it tracked. Like, seriously, just get it tracked. Like, yeah, tracked. Just do it. It'll be fine. Just pay for it. Don't be so cheap. Like, fuck. Dark Lord Kuro. I somehow managed to get the few card I ordered without tracking my mistaken days. Sadly, this isn't the norm anymore. It's really not. Even before the strike, Canada Post was like fine, slow but fine. Now it's just unplayable. It's like trying to play. I don't know. Give me an example of a deck. Give me something. I can't think of any bad decks right now, Digimon. Like trying to play Rosemon in today's meta. You're not gonna do that. It's just bad. Why would you do that? Those damn Titans. Birds been real since BT16. Glad to see more birds coming out of their cages recently. I just like the pun. It's a good pun. I enjoy the pun. Don Wrestler says, even if you're willing to spend the money, you're not finding Shadramon here in Canada. And that is a super true statement. Like, for real. For real. You know, Canadians get less cards imported to them than Americans do. So it's already challenging enough. And now that you can't ship anything to Canadians, unless you pay for tracking or you know, whatever, and even then, like it's so hard. It's more expensive to play Digimon in Canada than the United States. And I don't think people realize that, because again, the majority of viewers are states. And that's okay. You guys have it good. I can't Canadians here, it sucks. Because Bandai doesn't really support us properly. Not to mention the dollar's not in our favor. Not to mention a lot of other things. It's just annoying. And last comment of the day goes to Walker Sikorsky. I personally picked up some of the cheaper Shakus, the black and yellow DNA one, when they announced the new LM Vikemon. That's cool. Maybe it worked out. I don't know. But those Altar Shakumons, the bubble seems to be away, so we'll see what happens with it. You never know. Hopefully you sold some and made some money. That'll do for today, though. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.